Another day, another boss guide. Today we're taking on Reese. We are checking out the gear real quick. We're gonna need the warrior gear, the 3 set for the wind piercer damage increase. And we also want to make some attribute changes. We need stamina damage increase as much as possible on this boss. We're also going with the bloodthirsty fiend set for the stamina damage and swift attack damage, the spirit accumulation. We're gonna use a lot of spells. We also want the lightning enhancer because that's the thing that makes the most damage, but only in the first phase. We're not gonna use any enhancers in the second phase because it doesn't work. As for the skill tree, we're gonna go for Phantom Sword Dance and the Whirlwind. We're also gonna go for the Wind Piercer. We also want these ones for stamina and spirit accumulation. Also in the guard section we want this one and this one. And in the common skill tree we want these ones. We're gonna use counter attack, so we want all of these. And over in the brutal skill tree we want all of these. And we want this one down here so that we gain more phantom gouge, because we're gonna use this one. That's a cheat death if we die. So without further ado, let's get into the boss fight. So before we go inside, we're gonna use the lightning enhancer. And we are gonna wait for her to make a spell before we make our move on her. So just target her. And we can go for an attack. And we're gonna do the same thing again. Avoid her attacks and go for a hit. And when she moans like that, that indicates that you can make another whirlwind or whatever attack you want to use. And here we need to counter attack and always go to her back. And after we have done our brutal attack, we're gonna go for the wind piercer. Like that. Close the gap and make some damage. And just back up as soon as you have made it. And if you see that she's down, go for another attack. And you don't want to stand in that. And when this comes, run to the side and dodge. Now we wait for an attack. And we go in. Wait for the attacks. We need to counter-attack again, and when she hits the floor, we counter-attack. Wait for this one, and now you can do an attack. So you don't take damage from the AoE on the floor. Like that. And we do a Wind Piercer. Run to the side and dodge. And we can finish her off. So for the second phase, she's gonna swing her scythe 5 times at the start of the fight, or she's gonna throw 3 projectiles at you and then do the 5 scythe attack. So what I tend to do, I start to run and then dodge. Makes it feel easier to dodge them. And then we're gonna brink guard these. At least try to. And then we're gonna throw one of these. Always be ready to guard. Like this, you have to be ready to guard, because she doesn't care if you hit her. Gain stamina again. We can heal up. And to the right, sprint and dodge. Makes it feel easier. There we go, we can a couple of whirlwind attacks, we go for the brutal, and after the brutal we do the wind piercer. And back up. We can make another whirlwind. Swing a couple of times at you. And be ready to counterattack that. 1, 2, and 3. Dodge. Here we go to her back. There's a wall in the way. Doesn't matter. We're gonna do this twice. And don't miss the brutal attack like I did. I went for the wind piercer. You should do that after. I usually go for the right, but there's a wall there, so I had to go for the left. She's gonna disappear and come up in your face, but she's gonna hit you once, twice, and then twice again, and then you back off. So you need to counterattack that. And as soon as you have made a wind piercer, be ready to guard. Go to her back. Brutal attack. What are we gonna do? Yeah, wind piercer. That's right. And back off. After a brutal attack, we do a wind piercer. Go to the back. Brutal attack. Whirlwind. And she's done for. I know this boss is very hard, especially the second phase. I've tried many ways to defeat her, and I think that this was the best strategy for me, at least. I am no professional at this game at all whatsoever, but I try and I learn the pattern of the boss the best way that I can, and the easiest way to perform it, in my opinion. You might think that this is super hard in my way. At least I hope I gave you some tips and tricks on how to beat this boss. And I hope that this video helps you out. And if it did, consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a like on this video. Comment down below if it helped you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!